We live in a world where beauty is currency. People are always watching beautiful women more closely. It doesn't matter the job, the financial status, the social status. When you're attractive, whether it's your face, your body, your energy, people notice. And while that can open doors, it also invites curiosity and envy. So the more you share, the more you give people material to use against you. And I know that sounds dramatic, but I've seen it happen. So in this video, I want to talk about why beautiful women should not overshare and how keeping certain things to yourself can protect your peace, your image, and your power. The first thing is, mystery is magnetic. There's something about mystery that draws people in. When you're beautiful and you have an air of mystery, people can't help but wonder, what's her story? What's her life like? Who is in her life? I remember I once worked at this job and I mentioned my ex-husband one day. And a coworker says, "Oh, you're married. That's good. You keep your business private." And the thing about coworkers, it'd be the most nosiest ones who keep their own cards close to their chest. So don't overshare. You don't need to bond by spilling your business with people. And regarding being magnetic, if you share every detail, where you go, who you're with, your past mistakes, your next moves, you erase that curiosity. People stop wondering because they already know, you've already told them. And sometimes they stop respecting you because you've made yourself too accessible. You're posting too much on social media. We see in your IG stories what you did this morning, what you did at lunchtime and ate, what you did at the gym. And you're forgetting that people value more what they have to discover, not what's given to them without any effort. So let's say you got a book for free. You might read it. But if you went to the bookstore, picked out the book, paid for it, you're going to read it, or you're going to read at least a couple of chapters because you put in some effort. It wasn't handed to you. The second thing is your privacy is your protection. The more people know about you, the more they can use that information in ways you don't intend. A comment you made casually can be taken out of context. A vulnerable moment with a friend can become gossip. And when you're a beautiful woman, you're already more likely to have people who are secretly jealous of you or who are in hidden competition with you. Hidden, not so hidden, because as you get older, you're able to peep this. When you're younger, you think, this is my friend, or this is our family member. And oversharing can lead to problems, including people just being intrusive. Number 3, oversharing makes you predictable. I think one of the most dangerous things for a beautiful woman is being predictable. I know someone I'm thinking of who is always late. And I thought to myself, if someone wanted to set you up, they could do it easily because you're always late. Being predictable means people can anticipate your moves and your reactions, and that gives them control. Like sometimes, especially if you're someone who gets angry easily or who just blurts out things, you have to be more chill. Don't react in the way that people expect. Like, do this just for fun and see how the person reacts. The next time someone says something that triggers you, don't say anything at all or be less responsive. And you'll see they're surprised if you react differently than normal or if you don't respond at all. And it's actually hilarious because someone is expecting you to act a certain way and you give no response, or they might make a comment and let you, quote unquote, overhear it, expecting you to ask a question or maybe get angry and you don't respond. So basically what I'm saying is, don't give people the playbook on you by being too predictable. Number 4, not everyone deserves your story. This one is hard, especially if you're naturally open, but just because someone asks a question, it doesn't mean you have to answer. Some people ask personal questions not because they care, but because they're collecting information. Sometimes it's harmless, but if it seems weird or iffy, most likely they're sizing you up or they're trying to find a weakness. Number 5, your vulnerability should be selective. You don't always have to share your truth. The truth told to the wrong person can cause problems because vulnerability is powerful with the right people. Being vulnerable to the right person, that can get you help as a woman. But when you share vulnerable moments with the wrong person, what ends up happening is that they spread your business, or sometimes they hold that information as a trump card. So if you're a beautiful woman, your flaws, your faults, I think they are definitely received with more judgment. And sometimes we think people will see, or I guess humanity, but instead, as I said, we're judged harshly and there's not the compassion you expect. People might even secretly enjoy your issues or know you're going through a tough time or a problem because it makes them feel even better about themselves. And I think what I hate the most is the watchers, the people that know you're going through a difficult time and they just look on. So what I've learned is that you have to share your problems with few people after God. He'll help you find a solution. Number 6, mystery in relationships keeps it interested. This is why you shouldn't overshare. If you've ever been in a relationship where you told a man everything about yourself too quickly, you will notice that the excitement fades away, or vice versa. It's not about playing games, it's about pacing. Men, like anyone else, enjoys discovery. So if you unload your life story 1 month into the relationship, there's no mystery left. If you reveal yourself over time, on the other hand, you create space for curiosity, and then a deeper connection forms. Number 7, don't treat social media like a public diary. My Facebook account is set to private, but on Facebook, I remember this one woman, she sent me a friend request and I accepted it because we met in an online community, but she posted about moving out of an abusive relationship with her kids on Facebook. And then she posted these pictures of like the moving truck. And I think she said she didn't have money for it, but she like told the U-Haul person her situation and basically asked to borrow the truck, and they let her. And she had these pictures of like black trash bags that she had hurriedly put her clothes in. So it was an inspiring story in a way and a testimony. And soon after, she had it was her 4th child with a man she met in a new city. But anyway, I really don't know if she'll want people to remember those pictures of the trash bags 5 years from now, even if she deletes the posts. When you're a beautiful woman, your online presence is looked at more. People screenshot things. You deleted it? Okay. The person already got the screenshot. People send posts to others. People create narratives about you based on these posts, good and bad. And I think even if a person isn't trying to be judgmental, people can't help but be that way. Because I remember thinking, okay, you have a 4th child already with someone new and you just got out of an abusive situation. So oversharing online, including emotionally, is not the look. Not every good moment needs to be shared. Not every bad moment and how you overcame it needs to be shared either. Number 8, don't overshare at work. Work relationships definitely can be tricky, as we know, especially for beautiful women who are often underestimated or stereotyped. So the more personal details you share at work, the more you risk being remembered for those stories instead of your skills. I think it's always better to keep your professional conversations friendly, but focus mainly on topics about work. Number 9, people will always remember the wrong details. Think about if you ever told someone a story and months later they bring it up, but they remember the worst part of it. And that's the thing about oversharing. People tend to remember the negative. When you're a beautiful woman, people also look for ways to humanize you in their own minds, and not in a flattering way. Number 10, silence is a power move. Sometimes the most powerful response is none. Not answering a question, not explaining yourself, not jumping to fill the silence. When you hold back, people have to sit with their own curiosity. They just don't know. And often they'll respect you more, whether they like you or not, just because you keep your mouth shut and you're not spilling everything about yourself. The 11th thing is you can sometimes give the illusion of access if you're not sure about someone. So you can make a person feel like they know you without actually giving them the most personal details. You can share your opinion on a topic or tell a story without all the details if you're getting to know someone, or mention something you enjoy. So these are tricks you can use where it's the illusion of some access, but you're really keeping the private parts of your life to yourself. And I think this creates a sense of closeness without the vulnerability that comes from oversharing. Number 12, protect your feminine energy. And this is basically the last thing I want to say. Feminine energy thrives in safety and trust. So when you overshare with the wrong people, you're creating small leaks in that energy. Think of your presence as something you protect. And every unnecessary detail you give away is like leaving a door open. You ever told someone something, or even had a casual conversation, and after you're like, oh, why did I say that? You know, that kind of feeling. So when we keep certain parts of our life private, you're able to maintain the space. You don't have any regrets about something you shared. And people know you have boundaries. At the end of the day, oversharing isn't just about words, it's about boundaries. And for beautiful women, those boundaries matter even more. Let people earn the right to know the deeper parts of you. That basically sums up what I'm trying to say. Don't overshare. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with another woman who might need this reminder, and subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation here on Femme Theory. Keep glowing inside and out.